Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Tony's Alternative Bricks. Today we are reviewing a set from Brick Panda. Brick Panda is a seller on Aliexpress, and this is the Winter Church from Brick Panda from Aliexpress. It's a nice little set. I'm just going to dive right in. It does come packaged pretty well. Nice box that it came in. A lot of the Brick Panda sets come in a plastic bag, but they're usually pretty good quality, no problem with the bricks at all. The directions are suspect, though. Basically just some printed off pages with little tiny pictures. Not so good. Now, they did give us a QR code, and that QR code goes to a website. That website has much better directions. You can blow them up and see them much easier, but the problem is it's a website. So years from now, next week, whenever that website goes down and it's gone forever, those directions are going to be gone forever. You can't download them. So that's a huge knock. I really wish you could get them as a PDF. Now, the design itself, I don't know who created this design. If anybody knows, please let me know. I don't know if it was Brick Panda, if it was someone else. I've seen a lot of different versions of this set available on AliExpress. Some slight color variations, but who knows where the design really came from. If anybody knows where this design came from, please let me know. Leave a comment. I'd love to know. I'd like to give that person credit, if we can at all, please. Set itself is relatively small, but it's, again, this is made to compare against the Lego Winter Village. Unlike the Lego Winter Village, this set doesn't have any minifigures. It doesn't have any stickers. It doesn't have any printed parts. It's pretty basic in that regard, but that's fine. I don't need any of that. Again, this is just going to be a display piece. It's to sit in my Winter Village amongst my Lego sets and now other sets that aren't Lego. On the outside, it's a little bit plain, but it's winter. It's the Winter Village. A lot of snow, a lot of gray. I'm okay with that. This is exactly the look I was looking for. This is what I wanted my church to look like. We've got a light out in the front, a walkway with a chain railing along the way. Oh, tree, a few other little splashes of color here and there, but the inside is pretty good. Now, the inside in the vestibule, we've got a little font for the holy water, so you can get some holy water on the way in, if you're so inclined. Up in the church itself, the main part, we have the pews and everything else that you would expect to see in a church. Up in the top, we have a loft with the organ, and I think the organ is really nice. I think it's great that there are places you could make the minifigs sit. If you have your own minifigs, you could add them in and have them sitting in church. So that's a nice thing to have, in my opinion. One other nice touch on the outside is I really like the religious symbol over here, the cross. The way it's got the snow stacked on top of it, like the wind was coming across in this direction, blowing the snow up on top of it. That extra little bit of realism. I live in the Chicago area. A lot of snow in Chicago in the wintertime. So to me, that feels true. I'm used to seeing that in the winter. It rings true. So I think this set, if it had better directions, or at least directions that were more easily available at some unknown time in the future, I'd give it a better review, a better score for that review. I'm going to have to give this an 8. It's not perfect. In fact, I'm going to go with 7.5. It's a 7.5. No figs. No stickers, no printed parts, iffy directions, 7.5 on this one. Well, again, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you down the road somewhere.